Hello and welcome back to All Creator Tools. I am your host Colsey, and today we're going to be looking at a tool called Pulsoid. Pulsoid is a tool that allows you to track your heart rate on stream and do some really cool effects and things using your heart rate as the key that unlocks the effects. So today we're going to be taking a look at it. Pulsoid is absolutely free for you to use. There is a premium version that you can pay for, and you will need a little bit of equipment in order to do this. So you'll need something like this, which is a heart rate monitor. You can get a fairly inexpensive one like this one on Amazon fairly cheaply. They're not too expensive at all. This is the one that I have used in the past when trying out Pulsoid. The heart rate monitor connects to the app on your phone via Bluetooth, the Pulsoid app, and that will then connect to your PC to enable you to put your heart rate on stream. The heart rate monitor measures your heart rate, which goes to your phone, which is linked to Pulsoid via being on the same account, and then you can show your heart rate on stream and do some really cool stuff with it. Let's take a look at it, shall we? So here we are on the Pulsoid website. You can see heart rate widgets for your live streams. Now this can be used, I believe, pretty much anywhere. Basically, as long as you can add a sort of browser source into your streaming software, then you can add your heart rate to your stream. Or if you're doing a video, you can add it to your video recording. So here we are on the Pulsoid dashboard. You can see that I'm not currently online, but you can see that I have used it in the past for a number of hours. Maximum heart rate of 113, a minimum of 64, and an average of 80. This is the dashboard that you'll start off at. There is a referral program so that you can invite friends and get yourself part of the Bro plan, which is the premium plan, which gives you access to a few more features. But you are able to do a whole bunch on this for absolutely free. So we'll take a look at it today. So we're going to start off with widgets. So these are a bunch of widgets that I believe I turned on briefly, but we can have a look down here and you can see the library of widgets. So the ones here that say Bro plan, these are the ones that you need to have the paid feature for. So you can see that these are just some different effects that they have depending on, you can have sound effects, you can have webcam effects, you can have graph, you can have specific to games like Valorant. But if we have a look here, this one, for example, is an overlay for your webcam. So if you're playing like a spooky game, or I don't know, you just fancy having an overlay on your webcam, then basically what you do here is you can set the heart rate range. So in this case, the red around the webcam will get more red and more red the higher your heart rate is. And you can set all these to match your personal heart rate. Everybody's heart rate is going to be slightly different. Everyone's going to have a different resting heart rate. Everyone's going to react differently to certain things. Some people might get very scared very easily, in which case their heart rate will jump right up. And some people might be more chill and it doesn't quite jump so much. So you might need to play around with Pulsoid a little bit to dial it in, but it's a really cool effect that you can have. So let's take a look at the default. This is just the tracker. So basically this is just a way of keeping your heart rate on screen so that your viewers can watch it and you can track your heart rate and see what bits spooked you and maybe increased your heart rate. It's a fun thing to do. You can change the color and the font, you can change the alignment, and you can have a bit of a play around with different widgets and icon size and stuff. And then it's as easy as copying this link here and adding it into your OBS as a browser source, which is super simple to do. A cool thing about Pulsoid is they do have a lot of game themed heart rates. So this one you can see is themed to be Geometry Dash style. And again, we can see here that they're changing colors depending on heart rates, something that again you can fiddle around with if you want to. Animated text widget. What's this one? Animated text. Let's have a look at this. So this one shakes more and changes color depending on your heart rate, and you can change the text here to say whatever you want. I like that. That's really dangerous. It's just shaking. That's really cool. That's really clever. GTA heartbeat. So this is pretty cool. So depending on what level of heart rate you're at, depends on how many like stars in GTA you have. It's super cool. So here's some more free ones down here, like a Christmas one. I don't know why you'd want to particularly track your heart rate at Christmas, but you might want to. Deathloop has one. Dead Space has one. They're just themed to sort of match the game. It's a fun way of doing it. Elden Ring is another one. A Real Heart, Silent Hill 2. So there's a lot you can do with this. There's a lot you can do with it. And you can see these ones are free because they're labeled free. So you've got Dead by Daylight, Fortnite, Speed Test. I like that one. That's very clever. Stalker 2. That's a pretty recent one. Okay, so there's a bunch of the different animations and things you can do. Now, there is integrations you can do with this. This is another really cool feature. Not only does Pulsoid allow you to display on your stream your heart rate and do some cool things like some, animations and stuff, adding images and sound effects when your heart rate reaches a certain rate, but there is a bunch of integrations that they have. So there's a really cool one called automated clips. You can set it to when your heart rate gets over a certain amount, it will create an automated clip for you. That's a really cool thing. Really awesome for you to be able to clip out the best moments or the scary moments or the bits that made your heart go faster and make it into a TikTok or a short version of the content. It's just a useful, helpful tool there. And there's a whole bunch more here that you can look through. Take a look at these in your own time. There is too much to go through in this video, but being able to integrate your heart rate into your content even deeper through some of these add-ons is a really cool feature. So definitely something to look into. Taking a quick look at the Bro plan, which is the paid plan. Now you can see here that for $3.15 a month, you can have the annual plan, which is billed $38 a year. Or if you have it billed monthly, you'll have it billed as $4.99 a month, but $3 for the first month. If you want to buy it for lifetime, you can spend $99.90 and you'll have it forever. Here's the reason that you might want to take part in the Bro plans. Obviously, like we saw, you have access to a bunch of widgets and things that were Bro plan only, but also in that you can take it a step further and create your own unique widgets with your own videos, images, and sounds, which is super cool. So if you want to make it a bit more custom, a bit more specific to you and your stream and your content, then you might want to take a look at that. And again, for the integrations, some of these will involve you being a part of the Bro plan. But like I said, if you want to share the link with your friends, if you use your referral link and a friend joins via that referral link, then you both get an extra week of Bro plan. So that's pretty cool. It's a really cool little tool, and it's actually very, very easy to use. Like I said, I have used it a little bit in the past to do some spooky streams and things like that, just to have a go with it and see how it worked. And it worked really well. Like I said, you might want to dial in some of the reactions to your heart rate. You're not necessarily going to know what your heart rate rests at and what your reaction makes your heart rate rise to and stuff. I know I didn't. So the first couple of streams, I was still dialing that in. But once you get it dialed in, this is super easy to use. You just strap it on, connect it to your phone, to the Pulsoid app, log in with the same account that you log into here. And like I said, you copy the browser source from whichever plugin you're using, you add that into your OBS or whatever streaming software you use, you add it as a browser source. It's really simple to do, and it adds like an extra layer of integration and interaction with your stream, which is super cool. Pair this with some sort of like reactions that your users can do, the jump scare reactions. Maybe that's something that we want to create a tip on in future, on a tool that maybe your viewers can donate to scare you, to play a jump scare, to interact with your stream more. But if you pair Pulsoid with something like that, then I think it gives a really good interaction between you and your audience. Your audience are able to try and increase your heart rate with a little spook or a little scare every now and again. It's just a great way of adding an extra layer to your stream to make it that much more interactive, that much more interesting. And I think it's really cool. If you want a bit more information, then go check out Pulsoid. We'll put a link in the description. Like I said, it is absolutely free. As long as you've got yourself a little heart rate, you can just use the free plan. It costs you nothing, and it's super fun to use. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help us out a whole bunch over here at All Creator Tools. So thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. And remember to always have fun creating.